What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Keeta, KTA today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you want to invest in this project, you should do your own research, figure out what the hell it is, be able to talk to a random stranger. Oh, what crypto did you just invest in? Oh, KTA. Oh, what does it do? This is what it does, blah, blah, blah. Thank you. I understand what this is now. If you can't have a conversation with them that allows them to understand what it is, if you yourself don't understand what it is, I would suggest you don't invest in it. You should have conviction in the things you invest in, and it's really hard to have conviction if you don't know anything about it, right? So look it up. It's not just a meme coin. It's not a meme coin at all. Actually, it's a layer one blockchain on base protocol here on Aerodrome, but you use the base network to, or I use the base network at least to trade it. It's not on any exchanges, but that's actually not true anymore. We do have our first official exchange listing on Poloniex, and I didn't notice that, but that happened about 2 days ago. I stopped checking because I just, I haven't heard anything, but it seems like we got listed on Poloniex, and it's been up and up ever since. But that's not true. This can't be accurate, right? 2 days. Oh yeah, because yesterday was up, and then today. No, yeah, I think this is accurate, right? We look at the daily basis here. Yeah, yep. Anyways. Poloniex, by the way, has very low liquidity, but they are notorious for having projects on there earlier than most places. That it's an American exchange. I don't know if Americans can use it, but Justin Sun owns it. Goldman Sachs used to own it, and then or like Circle owned it through Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs owned it through Circle, whatever, because I think they're affiliated, and then they sold it to Justin Sun. Just fun facts there. But KTA here looking pretty frisky, you guys. I'm glad that I bought more. I didn't buy more than what I said, my last purchase. I told you guys that I bought some at about 16 and a half cents, I think, and then I tripled down at 14 and a half cents. We were moving a little bit sideways, and I was prepared to double down if we did complete the thought and move all the way down to probably prices that are below 11 and a half cents. The reason why we're looking for prices below here, and I wish that it went lower because I would have put a lot more capital into it there, and maybe it still does. We could have some kind of triple top and go. It could be inevitable, right? We do have this bearish divergence still, but I don't think that we go down there, and that's why I kind of triple down, is because this thing could just run at any single moment. It is, speaking of running, runner's up 7%. It was up a lot more earlier. It's probably moved up today more though. Let's see. And that's just a meme coin. Don't pay any attention to that. That's just me being funny because it's called Runner. KTA here. We look at this. Market cap, volume. We want the one with the most volume, 3.5 million. This one here. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, the market cap is 73.4 million. The total volume is 3.5 million. That's not like crazy volume, but that's not bad volume. It's relatively new, relatively low market cap. This is something that I plan on playing with throughout the rest of the cycle, or at least from time to time. I think it seems like a good project. I think it seems like it has some interesting prospects to it, and again, if you want to invest in this, I suggest that you look into those prospects yourself. We are picking up a little bit of volume. We are picking up a little bit of volume here, right? Seeing more volume consistently over the last 2 4-hour candles in a row than we have really throughout any of this time frame here, and we're moving up. That's nice to see. We had some big volume here on the downside, and we didn't go anywhere. We had a flat. I told you guys, right? We had a flat base, and I'm not saying I told you guys like I told you. I don't care about being right or wrong, man. It doesn't matter. I told you. If I wish I was wrong, I wish that we weren't moving up, because if I was wrong and we moved down, which I was saying that I expect that we move up, but if I was wrong, I would have bought more. I really wish I was wrong. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. It just matters if you're making money. Once you understand that in this game, your horizons have unlocked, my friends. Okay, it's not about being right or wrong, because you can be. Let me explain why. You can be right 9 out of 10 times, and that one time you're wrong, you can screw it up. You lose everything and more. Like genuinely. If anybody out there does leverage trading, or it's your first bull cycle and you've been trading like a degen, you know what I'm talking about. Because there's definitely plenty of times, in my experience at least, and I'm assuming I'm not special. I'm assuming I'm just like the rest of you, where I've had 10 trades winning in a row, 20 trades. The highest streak that I ever had in my life was 28 trades in a row, and all of that went to hell in less than 4 trades, right? I was right more often than I was wrong. It didn't matter though. You got to know how to have risk management, right? You got to know how to protect yourself when you are wrong. That's what matters. It's not about being right or wrong. You could be wrong 9 out of 10 times and still make money. That should tell you in itself that it's not about being right or wrong. Okay. Don't worry about being right or wrong. Worry about making money. That's, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted in yourself or in your head or with anybody that you're talking to that's trying to make you feel silly for being wrong sometimes. It's okay to be wrong, man. It's inevitable. If you do technical analysis long enough, you're going to be wrong so many times. It's inevitable. But enough about that. Who cares about being right or wrong? That's all I'm trying to say. we had a bearish pattern, and a descending triangle here at the top. And while that is bearish patterns oftentimes don't perform as well in bullish circumstances, right? We have a bullish circumstance right here. In fact, the patterns that do perform better in these kind of trends are patterns like double tops, patterns like, Wyckoff distribution phases, patterns like, what's another one? Head and shoulders patterns, bearish three drives patterns, harmonic patterns, bearish harmonics, stuff like that. There's those patterns are a lot more reliable, but simple patterns like this, like a descending triangle, not so much. No, that's there to mess with you, and mess with you it did, or maybe mess with you it didn't. I definitely was not expecting that we'd go lower, and here we are moving up higher, guys. Love to see it. 1 hour time frame, getting some more volume as we're ripping through. Love it. The next destination, you guys know where it is, right? Do I gotta tell you? I'm gonna tell you. Okay, fine. Guess. You can guess right now. Okay. Where do you think it's going to be? We're at 18.5 cents now. It is going to be at around 31 cents. That's my guess. Could we go higher? Yes. And if we were to go higher, where would we go? We would go probably all the way up to about 66 cents. So we're going to get a pump, as crazy as it is, as big as the range sounds, something between about 70% to 255%, right? I am planning on selling a good bit of my KTA at 31 cents. I don't care if it goes all the way up to 66 cents. That's fine. This is a short-term play for me. I will play with this some more as it goes through, but if we move all the way up here and then we pull back down and we consolidate here and it doesn't give me that much of an opportunity to buy back, I'll still buy back at these lows. I don't care. If I think it's going to move up higher, I just want to lock in gains. And the next area to beat is the 2618, and that's not something that's really easy to break through, right? I really do think that you've been on a terror here, and I'm wondering if you're going to experience any kind of exhaustion. I mean, your 4 hour looks great, your 1 hour time frame looks great, the daily's too new to really say, but you have been overbought for a little bit, right? You went above the 90. You might be coming up here and forming some bearish divergence on your daily time frame. Where did that divergence form? It formed all the way back here. So my assumption is, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but my assumption is probably about 31.3 cents, and we'll probably be back down at these areas, if not even a little bit lower, right? And we could, I don't think it's going to happen, but we could go even lower than that still, but time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But short-term trades, and if the worst comes to worst and I let go of most of it here and it continues to pop, I can sell some here, and then if it continues to pop, I can just wipe away my tears with my money, right? But likely it doesn't just, nothing moves in a straight line, not even this thing. And we are coming up to some serious barriers, both on the fibs and on the market cap basis. Okay, let's talk about that real quick, because this is stuff that people don't consider. But whenever you've been in the markets, it doesn't take long, right? You're not a genius for this. It's just a different train of thought. I learned about this in my first cycle, and it makes a lot of sense. If you're in your first cycle and you haven't heard of this, or you haven't considered this, you will forever consider it, right? You're not a genius for this. It's just you should look at all the angles. And that is, what's the market cap psychological resistance points, right? KTA here. Oh wait, that's on Poloniex. I'm sorry, that price is wrong. This one here, it's at 18.5 cents. The psychological resistance might be 20 cents, 30 cents, $1, right? That might be psychological resistance, and that's pretty obvious. But on the market cap, $100 million is a good area for resistance as well. I want to see this market cap here. Have we seen 100 million? No, we haven't. And so that would imply, another 30. It's about a 50% pump from here. I don't think that we find resistance at 100 million. I think we'll break through it, and we probably break through it a good bit. If we do break through it a good bit, because what that'd be, it wouldn't be 50% necessarily, it'd be a little bit less than 50%, but let's, something like this. Yeah, I mean, that would take you up well through $100 million. It's very possible that we could just continue to run. What would 256x, or no, I'm sorry, guys, I'm so sorry. 3.55x is what that would be. 3.55x from the current price is, what's half of 73 to 70? That'd be like 250 million. Am I right on that? No, it'd be a little bit more than 250 million. Not really anything psychological. Who knows? There's nothing there that makes sense to me. 100. I'm just trying to find out if any of these market caps line up with something significant in the price areas that we're looking at, but not really. So again, I am anticipating that we find some resistance here at the 2618. We could very well go from the 2618 back down to this area, find it as support, and they continue to run all the way up here. That'd be cool. We could very well just break through and go all the way up to the 3113 and then pull back here, find support, or continue to pull back here and then find support, or continue to pull back here and find support. We could rip through the roof, but that's the least likely option in my opinion. But let's run with that for a second. What if you did just run right through? What what would the next target be besides this? That'd be the 3618. It's about a 700. It's about a 8x right there, right? 8x times, that's going to be like $600 million roughly. Am I right? No, it'd be like $700 million, wouldn't it? What's 8 times 73.7 million? 73.75 million. What's 8 times 73.75 million? Hit me, Grok. Hit me, Grocky Poo Poo. 500. Okay, so 600 million. I don't know why my math was off there, but yeah, six. I had it right the first time. I was rounding up too much. Okay, whatever. Anyways, KTA. I keep going to this one. It's not Poloniex. I'm gonna switch this over to something else so I don't keep getting distracted there. But the video is almost over anyways. Anyways, KTA. I think they have a good bit to go. Not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. This is a horrible time to buy. Why? Because you're basically at all-time highs. You know that old expression, buy high and sell low. Wait, that's not how it goes, right? That's not how it goes. If you want to buy here, that's fine. There is such a thing, a class of trader called breakout traders. Whenever it breaks out, you buy there, right? But breakout traders, they're in and they're out. They're kind of scalpers. They're opportunists. They're not in it for a long time. They're in it for a good time. So if you are buying these areas, you need a game plan. You need the plan to, if you move down, maybe below 16 cents, you probably get out because the possibility of going down to 13 cents or lower is there. We might have some kind of triple top and you could go all the way below these lows and down, right? You might just have to take that loss and eat that. Or if we do run up to 31 cents, don't be greedy and count on higher prices. You're getting in it just to make a little bit of money and getting out and then putting it into something else or waiting on the sidelines for it to resolve itself. Or if you want to buy and you do want to hold until here, maybe layer out your sells. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my thoughts as to what I would do if I was in a breakout trade kind of situation. But it's not in me to buy these things whenever they're breaking out to new all-time highs. But I do think it's going to continue to run. I've got nothing else to say. I think I've made my point here. 1 hour time frame. Let's see. Looking at it here on a 1 hour basis, getting overbought. Yeah, it looks good. Looks pretty damn good to me, man. Bearish pattern breaking out to the upside. I don't know, man. That ain't a bad thing. That ain't a bad thing. From a high to a low here. Let's get the low. Golden ratio is at about 30 cents. 1886 is about 38 or 31 cents, which is right where the overall 2618 is. So something in this area, 27.7 cents, 32 cents. That's where I think we're going to go. A little bit higher nonetheless. Before then, could we move down? Yeah, we could. We could move down all the way back down to about 15 cents, man. You're at 18 and a half now. You can move all the way back down to 15 cents and come up, right? That would just be another higher low. So again, you have to keep your head on a swivel in moments like this. But whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, whether it's yesterday, the next day, whatever, we're working our way up to the upside, and that's what I believe. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you on the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.